Hello everyone, what is up? This is Darth, welcome to the channel, and today we are going to be playing some Gen 8 National Dex Anything Goes. Now, in this video, we will be going over some of the more powerful Pokemon in Gen 8 National Dex Anything Goes, and we'll kind of be going over to take a look at what the meta is like, what the Pokemon in the tier are like. We're probably not going to get any high-level games, unless I happen to get really lucky and run into one on the ladder, and yeah. Really high-level tier gameplay right here, as you can see. Luckily, it doesn't really matter that we don't really have the highest tier gameplay, because I kind of just want to show off some Pokemon that you should know about when you want to go into Gen 8 National Dex Anything Goes. And the Pokemon are pretty simple. We have Zacian, Rayquaza, Arceus, Groudon, Eternatus, and Xerneas. Now you might be thinking, huh, Xerneas? Xerneas hasn't been relevant for quite a while, and I'll just quickly, briefly, of course he goes Venusaur. I'm not really confident taking his Venusaur on with my Xerneas, because I'm not using the Psychic set, I'm using the Flash Cannon set. So we're going to be swapping out of the Venusaur, and we'll be getting back to the whole showing what it can do thing right after this little clip. So the Venusaur uses Max Overgrowth, which is fine. I mean, it hurts, but it's not the worst. We're going to go Swords Dance, it uses Max Overgrowth again, so we're just going to Crunch, because the other two moves are resisted. Keep in mind, I'm getting like health back from the grassy terrain as much as he is, which means it's kind of pointless for him to have done that, because I'm not taking enough damage for it to be relevant, and the grassy terrain is going to give me health back the entire time. So I don't know, kind of feel like not a good play. Of course, the fact is he has leftovers grassy terrain, which means he's recovering quite a vast amount of health every single turn. Why can't I lock that in place anymore? Whatever, Zacian kills it with the Crunch, and the issue is, I'm kind of unsure, but I think none of his Pokemon can actually kill Zacian, which is kind of sad, because the whole point was for him to... Well, this is a good showcase of Zacian's power. Zacian is just so strong. One Swords Dance and it's at 1100 attack. Zacian is just that Pokemon that can deal so much damage without effort whatsoever. Now, I'm gonna click the Crunch here, not because I want to do anything, but because I want him to kill me. I want him to kill this Zacian. Of course, Dig isn't really going to do that, so I'm gonna give him another chance here. Please click something that kills me, please. Just Sucker Punch would have been okay. Sure, go for Dig. That's totally fine. So he kills the Zacian, which is what we were after, and now we're gonna go into our Xerneas. And now this is the moment where I'm going to show you what I personally consider the most broken thing in all of Gen 8. We have our Xerneas, who has 400 base special attack, keep that in mind. And then, once you Geomancy, like this is the normal stuff. This is what everyone knows. You Geomancy with the Xerneas, it goes to 468 speed, 468 special defense, and 794 special attack. You Moonblast, he's gonna dig me, he's gonna hit me with Dig, that is fine. Take some damage, 17%, whoop whoop. And this is where it gets absolutely ridiculous, because of course, this Xerneas can Dynamax. And you might be thinking, okay, well, why is that crazier than a Shell Smash Pokemon Dynamaxing, or any other Pokemon Dynamaxing? Why is this so insane? Why am I getting so wound up about Xerneas Dynamaxing? It's because that gives Xerneas Max Steel Spike, which will boost its defense as soon as it uses it, which means we're no longer looking at a Xerneas with boosted defenses. I also have Max Lightning for the Lapras here. This is mainly for Primal Kyogre switching in, like the specially defensive bulky Primal Kyogre sets. But it totally works, because now I have Electric Terrain up, which means no matter what he does, I have an answer. Now, I also get my Fairy Aura on the Max Starfall, which means I'm hitting with a 172 power move. So, Xerneas is absolutely insane in this meta, in any meta whatsoever. It is an insane Pokemon that can Dynamax and become definitely the top 10 most broken Pokemon of all time. That is also why we're carrying the Flash Cannon. It's to hit the Zacian with the Flash Cannon, Steel Spike, and then obviously, like, afterwards it will use Behemoth Blade on me, but I'm kind of hoping that a +2 Steel Spike plus whatever move we throw out afterwards is actually enough to kill the Zacian. I'm not actually sure if it is. If it isn't, then Zacian kills us. We actually run into a guy that I've ran into before. He has the Landorus, the Kyurem, he recognizes me, I guess. I think he recognizes me. Yeah, I actually still have the previous battle with him open, which ended this way. So you can see that's how it went. I was actually running Cortana back then, so that's kind of interesting. Not Cry Little Guy is what my current opponent is called. That's cute. Alright, so he has all the broken Pokemon, including the Xerneas. So he recognizes the sheer power of Xerneas. Kudos to you, my friend. Kudos to you. The question, of course, is what is he going to do with that sheer power? And how do you even stop the Xerneas? I'm going to add a Ditto to my team after this battle instead of the Arceus. Because Ditto is just like, yeah, Ditto is just proven to be the powerhouse of Pokemon Showdown right now. Like Scarf Ditto, why not? Tell me why you would not run this thing. After it Dynamaxes, it's literally one of the best Pokemon in the entire world after it can Dynamax, after it already copied stats. So that is definitely a Pokemon that I'm going to be keeping in mind. We're definitely going to be remembering that Ditto is now on the team. So our battle starts and we lead with the Zacian. He leads with the Arceus-Crowned. Kind of an interesting lead here. Just gonna go straight for the play rough. I don't mind my Zacian dying. This Zacian is definitely not meant to be like a long-term presence on my side of the field. Do kind of have to consider how I'm gonna beat the Zamazenta, but I do have Primal Groudon to defeat Zamazenta, so that shouldn't be too big an issue. Whereas Arceus-Crowned is definitely a relatively big issue, especially when like it just tries to set up rocks on me. Then it recovers, giving me the sword stance, and now I can actually hit it with that play rough. And I can just do that a second time, and that's the end of Arceus-Crowned. So Arceus-Crowned died pretty quickly there. Judging by my HP and defense, I'm gonna guess that E-Speed from Rayquaza will kill. I really doubt that it wouldn't. The question is, of course, is he carrying the E-Speed? Is he a Scarf Bandit Rayquaza, which means it would get locked into the E-Speed? So there's actually a lot of factors that change whether or not this is a good play, but he does decide to go for it, which makes me assume that he does have the E-Speed, obviously, otherwise he wouldn't go all... No. Oh, okay, it's Scarf Mega Rayquaza. I haven't seen a lot of Scarf Mega Rayquaza, and I will be honest, I do not know why. I'm not calling it a bad Pokemon, of course, it's Scarf Mega Rayquaza, you know? And it does actually outspeed the Xerneas, which means I do have to get rid of it before I can go Xerneas, like all-in Xerneas. Because I don't think Xerneas appreciates getting hit twice. But that being said, we just go into our Arceus here, and we click Will-O-Wisp. Now the Will-O-Wisp, doesn't really matter what Will-O-Wisp hits, except for the Groudon, obviously. The Groudon is going to be the worst matchup for the Arceus, but I do have Earthquake for the Groudon. I mean, I will admit that it wasn't the least obvious play, like it wasn't the most subtle play ever. So that's only going to deal 27%. I'm not sure what I was expecting, but this is max defense Groudon, which is obviously fine. I would risk my Eternatus here, but I don't really want to risk it, because I don't think he'll go for the Toxic a second time. I think he's going to predict the switch to Eternatus and just go for the Precipice Blades, because otherwise Eternatus would easily kill his Groudon. The main issue we're having here is that Zamazenta and Zacian are just so good. They're just so strong in any meta, in any format whatsoever. They're gonna be these insane... He also misses the P-Blades. I actually feel bad for this guy. Like, I feel moderately bad for this guy. He is getting hacked so hard. Goes for the Toxic anyways. He's like, no, I will get this Toxic on you. Now, what he could do is he could hard switch into the Rayquaza here, preserve his Groudon a little bit. Which is why I'm just going to risk it, take the extra damage. Woo! It feels nice when you realize that a predict actually went right, and that is how he loses his Groudon anyways. And I keep my Arceus 52% with the Toxic on it. If I outspeed the next thing, I can still go for my Z move and try to at least get some damage in that way. He goes for the Xerneas, which means he's obviously going to set up for the Dynamax Xerneas, which means this is the moment where I just use Arceus-Ghost Never-Ending Nightmare. Hit him for 63%, which isn't too bad. And now we just kind of force him to Dynamax. So either he Dynamaxes here or he doesn't, but if he doesn't, then he's going to have a bad time. On the other hand, like, why? Yeah, he doesn't really have to Dynamax yet. He can wait for the Mega Rayquaza to come in to bulk out the hit. So I could try and force him, but I think maybe not forcing him and just going for the Rayquaza play here with the E-Speed might be smarter. So if he Dynamaxes, it's basically GG, but then he does... Like, I don't know why you wouldn't Dynamax here. That's kind of my issue. Like, is there... Why would you not Dynamax? I don't get it. This guy can't Dynamax. This guy can't Dynamax. This guy can't Dynamax. None of them can Dynamax. You're not losing anything by Dynamaxing on these. Please tell me this guy's just going to click an attack. Nope. Okay, either he knows that this is banned, which would surprise me because normal E-speed... Nah, I don't think normal E-speed actually kills. So I suppose that's fair. Now the thing is, he doesn't actually outspeed me. By which I mean, it's not like he has a particular way of dealing with Groudon. Oh, he has Behemoth Blade. I'm actually interested in seeing how much Behemoth Blade does on the Groudon. Yeah, that Ditto. See, normally I'd go into Ditto now and it would be GG. So the Ditto is definitely going to be a valuable addition to the team. Alright, so show me what it does to Groudon. I want to see what this does. Now, this is not the bulkiest Groudon ever. It's max HP, max attack, so I'm not claiming that as the most bulky one. But I want to see what this damage is like. And obviously, I'm expecting a kill. I'm 100% sure that this kills Groudon. I don't think Groudon is going to live this at all. In fact, I'm pretty sure it won't. It all depends on what he clicks, obviously. Like, if he doesn't click, if he doesn't click the Behemoth Blade, then we'll never know. So it goes for close combat, which obviously kills. Kind of thing that's weak. I really wanted to see the Behemoth Blade, and I'm pretty sure Behemoth Blade would have killed. But he just didn't click it. That's sad. So I'm just gonna launch a second game while we wait for this, because this is gonna be a Xerneas sweep anyways. We just load into the game, click Geomancy, and then we sweep. As for the other fights, we have the Necrozma Duskmane, the Dialga, Xerneas, Mewtwo, Kyogre. Okay. Okay. Here we Dynamax, plus 2 Xerneas, max Starfall, by Tyranitar. You tried. He goes for the Rayquaza, which is fine. Just Dynamax cannon him straight away, and that's insanely good damage straight away. Over here, opponent still hasn't made a move. So that's fine. And now we're just kind of toggling back and forth. He goes for the Machamp. I'm just going to go for the Max Star. Oh my god. Oh my god. That just killed. One-shotted through the freaking Protect. Oh my lord. That is what we call damage. Jesus Christ. Alright. So, we have the Necrozma Duskmane with the Outrage. So, I'm guessing that this is supposed to be like giant, like Ultra Necrozma. I don't know. Don't know what the idea here is with this thing. Too bad it actually got locked out of Outrage. I'm gonna go into my Zacian though, and I'm just gonna close combat here. Anyways, Max Lightning obviously kills, and now we're just gonna Moonblast this, and the rest of the team dies to Moonblast and Max Lightning combination. So, okay, well that actually, oh, okay, that. Well, you're not supposed to laugh with that, but come on. That's what you get when you run Outrage. Like, why are you even running Outrage on a Necrozma Duskmane? I don't get it. So, goes into the Dialga. Dialga is just gonna not enjoy the close combat, hitting it in the face. Interestingly enough, Dialga actually lived that. Why are you This guy just triple protected. That's 3 protects. Jesus. How do you do that? How do you do that? I thought that was impossible. No, I know it's not impossible, but come on. Max Worm with 99%. Yeah, that's like Draco. Can we hit Thunder, or is this not a 6v1? We're just gonna click Moonblast anyways. Alright, so he goes into the Mewtwo. I'm going to go into the Xerneas, Dynamax. Alright, you know what? Let's just click the Thunder. 50%. We can do this. And over here in this game, obviously, same deal. We Dynamax into Max Xerneas. And that's just going to be a clean sweep as well. So we actually hit the Thunder here, which means this is GG. And then in this game, we're also going to be having the GG. So as you can see, Dynamax Xerneas is actually insane. Xerneas is by far the strongest Dynamax Pokemon in the Gen 8 Uber tier. By far. And then the second strongest, we have the Ditto, who could technically come in on the Xerneas and actually have the same stats, the same Geomancy boost, but a Scarf, and then still have the choice to Dynamax if you preserve your Dynamax up to that point in the game. So the Ditto and the Xerneas, definitely the two most powerful Pokemon. Now you can see, this is why I run anything is living that. I'm pretty sure a super effective hit from the Xerneas. Anyways, that's gonna be it. This is what the Gen 8 Anything Ghost tier is all about. Xerneas, Rayquaza, Zacian, Zamazenta, Primal, Groudon. Eternatus is a bit of a stretch. I like it, but a lot of people don't. So I'm not sure how good that's gonna be, but I think it's gonna be good with the Scarf. Might be good. Specs also be good. I don't know. We'll see. And the Ditto. I think Ditto's relevance in this new tier cannot be overstated. I think it's going to be a very good Pokemon, but that's of course just my opinion from a limited amount of playtime in the tier. I've played like, I don't know, maybe 20 games by now, of which 10 were against relevant teams, and 10 were these shitty teams that you see everywhere. But I'll do some more research, and I'll be back with another Anything Ghost video soon. Until then, I'm going to keep playing some more NFE, not fully evolved. And I'll do a video on that soon. So if you guys like the Pokemon content, please like and subscribe. I'll be back soon.